Hi guys, how's geometry going? Hopefully good. We're through 3 weeks of school, ready to start week 4. I've got some plans out there ready for you. I really appreciated last week. Several people sent me a message either through Google Classroom or through Remind or through email saying, I'm not sure about this. If you give me the word, I can do a little lesson. I could send out an example. I did last week post this little explanation for section 1.4, those tricky problems at the end of that assignment that had to do with setting up equations with angle bisectors and things. So please, anytime you get stuck, I'm going to try to start recording when we check assignments or when we go through tricky problems so that I can send that on to you as well. So be looking. Maybe I'll just send them through Remind maybe or something like that. But that's there for you. Please double check and let me know because I don't know if you have a question if you don't ask me. So I'm here to help you out. It's just a little bit different than asking in class. So I've posted on the stream page our assignments for next week. So I'm going to go over to the classwork page and just take a quick look. They are week 4. They are not in there quite yet because let me fix this really quickly. Bear with me. You know how it goes, right? So let's see. Now, I was looking at it as a student. I usually set stuff up to post in Google Classroom at like the end of the day on Friday. I don't know if you're doing work on the weekend. Feel free to do so. It's there, but I don't want to throw week 4 in there when week 3 is still finishing up. So here's what our plan is for this week. It looks a little gray because those things are going to shoot out a little bit later. You probably maybe have already done assignment 1.5b. I ended up moving that back. That was a worksheet that has to do with word problems with complementary and supplementary angles. So if you have any concerns on that, let me know. I'm going to have you watch section 1.6. 1.6 is all about, there we go. 1.6 is all about, there we go, stuff that I think you know, perimeter, circumference, area of triangles, rectangles, things like that. So I'm hoping that you've got that. Assignment 1.6 is going to be a bookwork. And please note, I'm going to put in here, I will put graph paper, typo, in the class resources if you want to print it out. The class resources is actually right down, I called it classroom stuff. Here's graph paper. It's just little segments of graph paper, little coordinate planes. If you like that, if you want to use graph paper, if you want to draw your own graphs. It does get a little tricky sometimes if you draw your own graphs because we need to be really precise. So I'd suggest either using old-fashioned graph paper or printing out these little pieces that I've got. So those are there for you if you want them. If you get stuck on assignment 1.6, let me know. The last 2 problems you need to graph. And those ones I ask you to find perimeter and area. So you might have to throw back to earlier in the chapter where you do distance formula or Pythag to find the length of a side of a figure. So those ones are a little tricky. Be watching. But it's nothing you haven't done before. I just put them on a coordinate plane. Chapter 1 notes. Since we're done with chapter 1, I just said please take a picture of your notes. You can just send me the first page for each section. I know it's a lot of pages otherwise, and some of you are, struggling with the technology. So I trust you. Send the first page for each section. You get 3 points for every completed section. So I think I can't remember how many sections we had, 7 sections maybe, so it'll be 21 points. So that's not anything that you need to complete other than just upload your pictures from each page of the sections. I've got a worksheet review for you because we are at the end of chapter 1. So you're going to want to, I left it in a Word document this time. I'm not sure if that's going to help you out. You can type on there. Any drawings, please upload those. So you might have more than one upload. That's all right. I can look at this stuff. So we're looking at the chapter 1 test either on Friday or Monday, depending on your class. I'll send out a reminder. I'll also put the review worksheet key so that you can check and we'll touch base. Remember, next week, our meeting for all geometry students is at 12:45 on Wednesday. So that'll be good timing. Hopefully you've hit a few things and you're able to know what questions you have or anything along the way. And then since we're wrapping up chapter 2, we're wrapping up chapter 1. We are skipping chapter 2. So I put the note sheets in there if you want to print those out and fill those out as we go. If you want to just use lined paper, they're there for you. And then I'm going to ask you to watch section 3.1. So again, it's just a link to my YouTube video. We're going to start that after the test. So don't go on to chapter 3 before you finish chapter 1. That's just too much stuff. And then last but not least, I changed up last week. At the end of every week, notice this is due on October 2nd. At the end of every week, I'm going to ask you to fill out a weekly exit ticket. I'm just going to ask you how things went, what was easy, what was difficult, any other concerns. It's just a feedback. Also, I know that you guys know that you need to have communications with your teachers. I'm looking for at least 2 per week. This counts as a communication. So here's a built-in way to communicate with me. I get some feedback from you. In addition, that's one of your communications. The Google Meets are great communications. Turning in assignments is excellent. Obviously, you need to do that to get grades in the grade book. So that's our plan for week 4. Thanks for being so flexible. I know that sometimes things don't go exactly the way that we plan for them to go. So things sometimes I move from week 3, I moved them up to week 4, but you're not doing anything extra. You're just doing things maybe a little bit before I planned them that way. But so that is it for week 4. If there's anything you need along the way, I truly appreciate when you send me a message of some sort. Let me know that something's a struggle, because then I can do some explanation, send you a video, send you a piece of paper where I did some work on it or something like that. So that's it for week 4. Looking forward to see you guys next Wednesday at 12:45 and seeing work along the way. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Not sure where you are, but enjoy your day. I'll see you later. Bye. Figure this thing out.